Hello, this is Mark O. Stone, writer and actor for the Trumpet Boys.
This is Ian Gibson. I'm a writer and an actor in the Trumpet Boys.
Hi,
That's Daniel Katz. He's a writer and actor in the Trumpet Boys.
that's me.
That's him.
All right, and we're here to do some commentary, so why don't we get started here?
All right, we got and we're in.
We're in. Okay, and so I figured, why don't we start with the title? Oh, and that's
our house.
That's our actual house. We've lived there for 5 years together.
Very fun time.
I started writing this scene, and I was thinking, you know, what's a good Christmas song that'll get us all on the same page? I thought 12 Days of Christmas. Easy. And this is our first draft. This is perfect. This is us actually talking about the things we love most about trumpet. I love...
Yeah, this is a true story right here. We're not making anything up.
Oh, except, Ian, I don't think you've actually ever played a jazzy solo before.
That is the one thing that's not true. I'm going to be honest. I thought I would be impressive to people if it seemed like I could play multiple genres of music. I cannot. Jazz seems like a thing a trumpet player should be good at,
That's
so
right.
I said I could do it, but I actually can't.
And he's not lying. We do 5 gigs a year, and it's very...
It's exhausting.
It's a lot.
Yeah, we're ready for a break at this point.
We've been doing 5 gigs a year for at least 7 years.
It adds up. It adds up. It really does.
And here I was going to explain something very long.
Oh, well, there's a deleted scene for you there.
Daniel is very impressed by editing techniques, so
That's right.
there you have that.
But the trumpet is very classy, and I think we set up really well kind of what we're going for with the Trumpet Boys Christmas special. We love class.
Yeah, we do. We had a great time filming that, and you know what? Thank you for watching.
Yeah, that was you know, I think that was an A+ way to start our digital versatile disc. You know, when I'm thinking of how do we introduce things, you know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go to the next scene.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
And we're in.
I had the idea for this scene when I thought, not everybody has seen us live, so we might as well have an intro scene.
Just sort of feels like they all have.
That's right. We're huge in Connecticut. We've done East Hartford, Litchfield, Groton.
I tell you what, I could play New Britain every single day of the year.
I like Clinton, Connecticut.
It's a good one. Digital versatile discs. That was a big move for us. We wanted to make sure we reached a big audience.
Yeah.
And let me just say, I know what Christmas is now.
Oh, is that right, Daniel?
Daniel, let's hear it.
Exactly.
Huh? Wait, what exactly?
You just keep working on it, buddy. You got it. Now, Mark had some emotional times on the
For
set.
sure.
I could tell Mark was very sad.
Yeah, I was definitely very sad when we shot this. This is the first thing we shot, and actually, I really hurt my back on this shot.
It was the first shot we did. Mark had a very minimalist back brace the rest of the entire shoot.
Yeah.
If you look closely, you can see it. We shot it chronologically, so you should be able to see it in the next few scenes here.
The people, our big fans, will be able to pause in frames and see me wince in pain, and then you'll also be able to see some lines underneath my shirt. And I want you to take a look there, because there's actually some secret hidden messages on my back brace.
We love Easter eggs.
That's right.
We heard about them on Wikipedia,
That's
and
right.
you better believe we included some as soon as we realized what the heck they were.
And Daniel loves
Easter-
Easter eggs, too.
I do. Easter eggs. Easter's my favorite holiday that I know about.
That's true? What? So what's your favorite thing about Easter, Daniel?
All of the presents.
He's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong. Oh, why don't we move right on to the next one?
And we're in.
You know, I had the idea for this scene. Ian was noodling around in the booth.
As I'm wont to do.
And this just kind of came out. He played it minor the first time he played it.
I noticed that every time Ian plays, it actually is very, very sad.
What? I don't play set. What are you talking about, Daniel?
Ian's one of the happiest guys I've ever seen. I mean, he smiles so much. I mean,
Well, if I smile any harder, I'm going to cry. Come on.
that's right. Now, I wanted to say that the imagery here was chosen by us. We're very, very staunch supporters of the anti-smoking movement. Smoking is bad for the lips.
It kills and you're going to have cancer. Good luck.
Hugs, not drugs.
That's right, that's right. This is real, a real bit here.
This is a documentary capture style right here.
It's very easy to cry when things are said. This is a custom trumpet that Bach, the Bach company sent us, $2,400 out of our $2,500 budget.
They sent it to us after we paid for it.
That's true, yeah.
Now, I'd just like to point out, look at the dancing legs on that Daniel right there. Mark's not bad.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Daniel's killing it right there.
Sometimes I feel it.
I don't hurt inside my ears and also heart anymore. Thank you, Ian.
And it really was a Christmas miracle. I'm not lying. That's my favorite scene in the entire movie because, it's my face and it's a freeze frame.
He's not bad on the eyes. And we're in.
You know, so I got the idea from this. We wanted to just do one of our songs. And the director of camera, Lou, great
Lou
director.
Gonzalez.
Hi, Lou. How are you?
Fantastic.
He said, I'm inspired, guys. Let me keep panning around.
Lou had a lot of ideas, and we let him run with it because he's brilliant. And I mean, it's right there on the screen for you. I don't know what else to say.
I do. When you say Pan, I obviously think of Peter Pan.
For the international audience, Daniel is referencing the Walt Disney cult classic starring the Fox.
That's true.
Just to be clear.
Peter Pan. So as you could see here, director of camera was just
Lou.
He just had so many great ideas. He said, let me try to capture what it's like for you guys to play.
So we just saw our legs there, and that I watch a lot of CSI when we never see the legs, and I'm always wondering what the heck they're doing down there. Lou made sure to get that for me, and I really appreciated that.
Thanks,
We
Lou.
appreciate
So
Lou.
that's a big shout out to Lou.
Lou Gonzalez.
Director of camera, Lou Gonzalez.
Book
Thanks,
him for your
Lou.
next gig.
And we're in.
You know, so I had the idea for this guy here, and we're at the Milford Rec Center. Hi, Linda.
Hi, Linda.
How
Thanks,
are you?
Linda.
Thank you so much for everything you did.
Thanks for those scones.
Pistonia, they did so much for us with this special. They donated, are you ready for this? $50.
Yeah, we can't believe it either.
And we said, I was meeting with their representative, Billy Crystal, not the one you're thinking, and he said to me, you know, we'd love to get our name out there, and the two of us, we talked back and forth, and we really wanted to capture...
I love opening presents.
We wanted to capture the essence of what Pistonia was, but still keep the fun attitude. And so I think that we were really able to do this.
I truly didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, we this is actually the last thing we shot to keep it a surprise for Daniel, because as much as I love presents, he loves them even more.
So we actually, for this part, to keep the dialogue perfect, we had our production assistant, Michael Wolf.
Not an actual wolf.
That's true, that was a whole...
They actually had to have a little sit down in the corner and work it out, but we got there.
You'll watch the Saturday Night Lives. You'll watch all these other shows. They use cue cards, and you're thinking, what's a cue card? What is this? And then you finally get on the other side of the glass, and you realize the audience doesn't even notice when you're using the cue card, and that way you get the words perfect.
I gotta say, they even write the jokes down for me, which, as a comedian, I love.
It's important to use cue cards. I can't nail it down enough. Our next project, we're certainly going to be using cue cards for the entire time. I mean, that lets you do everything.
Yeah, I just want to shout out again to Michael Wolf for
What?
Daniel, not a real wolf. He's not
real. We already covered this.
We have been through it. It's fine. He's gonna get there again.
He's a good-looking man.
He is. He's handsome. But I want to thank Michael Wolf for writing all those cue cards out by hand. He had to write a whole bunch of them because we had a lot of line requests. Because you know, if the copy's not funny, the people aren't gonna like it.
People aren't gonna like it if it's not funny. And I mean, you watch Saturday Night Lives. Every line will make you laugh.
Every line's funny in Saturday Night Lives.
That's true, and I mean, we agree with that. We all live in the same house. We watch that show on the regular
Every night.
every night.
VH1.
Live from our house. We're watching Saturday Night Live, and we're in.
We're not in yet, Ian. Actually, we wanted to introduce for this segment. We actually have the director, our coordination assistant from Pistonia Valve Oil. From Englewood, New Jersey. This here is Billy Crystal, not the one you're thinking of.
That's Saturday Night Lives.
Nope, this one is, he works at Pistonia. How are you, Billy?
Hi, I'm Billy Crystal. Thank you for having me.
We're gonna watch this.
Yeah, well, I just I directed this commercial, and I really wanted to kind of walk you through the production process here. So let's start. And we're in. So we were shooting on the Ari. We had a nice little jib going on here. I had my AC pull some soft focus here. Now, right around this shot, our second bank of Kinos went out, and I had to switch this.
That's an empty bottle of Pistonia.
No, the bottle was not empty.
Yeah, it is. It's clear. Pistonia is yellow.
I actually put it down. I've held it. It was full. It's just in black and white.
But why isn't it yellow then?
Because we removed the color. We used Resolve.
You know, Billy, I have to say I really loved When Harry Met Sally. It's one of my favorites.
When who met what now?
I'll have what she's having. Billy Crystal, it was great to have you.
And we're in.
Now that's a real picture of my dad, and I'm very excited.
Mark, you're sad.
Oh yeah, for sure. I get sad when I think about my dad. I mean, that's an actual real thing. And we actually had the idea for this scene.
Well, I was looking through the prop drawer, and I found this mistletoe little hat thing, and I'm thinking, where are all the ladies? So I put it on because we had a few ladies on set.
That's for sure.
And Zach, our director, just said, you know what, Ian, this is funny. Go with it, riff. And that's what's happening right here.
Ian just went right off. This is all off the top of his head. He knows quite a bit.
He does, and it's surprising because he's very sad here, actually.
Well, I don't think that's the case.
Yeah, it is. You're desperate for a woman.
I don't see how you could get that out of what's happening here. I just simply happen to know a lot about mistletoe because I read up on it because of what it's capable of. It's a very powerful plant.
Ian's sad because he reads a lot of encyclopedias.
I'll tell you why I'm sad. I'm sad because I don't get to spend more time with my dad. He lives all the way in Stratford. That's a 20-minute drive. And who's paying for gas? We don't live in New Jersey where the gas is 20 cents cheaper.
It's very cheap. It's very cheap there. This was I'm not sad here. You know, I'm acting. I was acting in that moment.
But you said you made that up on the spot.
I have to say I agree with Ian here, Daniel. I've never picked up any kind of sad vibrations from Ian. He's a very...
Not a sad man. I'm a happy man who's got a great acting head on his shoulders.
Why would a sad man smile?
I'll smile so much that I'll kill you. What do you want? All right, Deck the Halls is on deck. It's a little joke for whoever's recording this commentary. Is that Jim in the booth? Enjoy it, Jim. All right, and we're in.
So we actually had this idea at the writers' retreat at the Milford Rec. Hi, Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Hi, Linda. Thanks for the scones.
I think that it actually took us 2 retreats to crack this one. We were in the bumper boats, if I recall.
Yeah, this spanned years getting this right. We went through about 16 drafts.
And you know, it's true. It's very hard to write such a sophisticated, important sketch that says a lot about.
Oh no!
Oh, there's a lot. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Daniel's
Constantly
puking.
edited.
Oh, Ian. Here, hold on. Just move a little bit.
Jesus
Sorry.
Christ.
Oh, God.
That's well, all right, Mark's getting some paper towels. I just want to finish up briefly and say that when every shot is intentional and you've got that many shots, it's going to take a little while, but it's worth the work. And kids, always believe in yourselves and don't do drugs. And we're in.
So we actually had the idea for this scene. This is one of my favorites. I was at the Joker's Wild Comedy Club on State Street in New Haven.
Love that place.
And I'm watching Hi, Linda. Hi, Linda. Oh my gosh.
Hello, Linda.
Linda, the scones at Joker's Wild. And I'm watching this comedian, and I'm saying to myself, this guy has it. This guy gets it. And I called up Ian, and I called up Daniel. Of course, Daniel only has a beeper, so he couldn't make it.
You better believe I drove right over there. I had been home just waiting for the phone to ring, and sure enough, it did. Finally, took a while, but it did.
This guy did a 3-hour set. Ian made it in time for an hour and a half. Timothy Allen is a gift. He is a gift. He's a triumph.
My God. So here's the thing. I am supremely threatened by other comedians. There he is. Good God.
What a
handsome man, too.
Handsome.
I'm threatened by other successful comedians, and on set, he was stealing the thunder, but he was good enough that
he was really funny.
Well, I don't know if he was that funny.
He was very funny, Ian.
Daniel, That's interesting. You put it that way. I think he was. I think he does a good job, but I think he's got some
That's
work to do.
one of his catchphrases right there. He's always saying his catchphrases on stage.
The ladies go crazy for it. It's
Yes,
unlike
it's
anything I've ever seen.
Strange. He
Okay.
does have a lot of an entourage of women follow him around.
He's never lonely. It's amazing.
Irregardlessly, moving on.
His second catchphrase right here.
Yeah, he's funny. So, yeah.
Oh, ok. Ahora yo recordó español y es una loco cosa ahora. Es muy impresivo, ¿no?
So for our international fans out there, this is the international version of the disc. Daniel was just speaking Spanish for you. That's Espanol.
Hola, linda.
And I just want to say that Timothy Allen was such a gift on set. He said, let's make this an action scene. This was actually going to be, obviously, a Christmas moment.
Yes.
And he said, let's make this more action. He likes Jason Bourne. He likes Vin Diesel.
He likes the Hulk.
He likes...
Timothy Allen's the funniest guy, and he acts. All the women love him.
What are you doing, Daniel?
Is this a fight?
See, no one ever tries to be funnier than me, and I stand by it.
Are you
And
guys in a
I don't
fight?
think we're not in a fight because I don't think he was funnier than me. I think
I just want to make sure that everybody's okay.
Okay.
I'm fine because we weren't in a fight because I am funnier than Timothy
red.
Allen.
You're very red right now.
Well, that's because it's a Christmas special. What do you want?
That's a valid answer, and I think we can move on.
Moving on. And we're in.
You know, I had the idea for this one. This one is an adaptation of a stage scene that we do a lot, where we just show off different types of mutes. Brass instruments use mutes to distort the sound.
Yeah, basically we
That's
want
a straight mute right there.
Yeah, it's a straight mute. We want to be Sesame Street right now.
That's a Harmon.
It's a Harmon mute. We want you to be
Joseph
entertained
Amazing
and to
technical
learn.
trade.
And mute usually
It's a
means
wah-wah
no
mute.
noise at all, which is interesting.
That's true.
That's a cat.
The cat mute is rarely used, but is effective in this instance.
And you gotta say that's my dad's boat, and I love
Sure.
him.
This is a little joke that we use. That's
I wrote that one.
That's the bell of the trumpet right there. If you didn't know, Ian will usually tell you that.
Here, I didn't know we weren't punching ourselves actually, and I.
All right. Well, Daniel's having trouble with the editing effects again. Daniel, that's just a thing you can do.
And we're back to normal. This is it's just your standard.
That's the hero's journey right there. That was the arc. We just took you on the whole arc.
That's
and,
Joseph Conrad.
Hold on,
can't-
there's a good joke right here. Hold on, there's a good joke.
Oh my God! I can hear the laughs. I hope y'all are laughing right there. Okay, we're gonna take a second and just pause for laughter from that last joke and pause. Thank you for laughing at my joke.
I have to say, on set, when we do a scene that usually gets such big laughs, it's hard for Ian to adapt when no one's laughing. And I have to say, I want to be laughing. I want to laugh, but I'm a profesh.
Mark, I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. I really do. I
You're
need
the
those
best.
laughs. I need those laughs, and I don't get them. The crew, I can see it. The thing is, I can see it in the crew's eyes. I can see that you
Director of
laugh with
camera,
the director
Michael
of camera,
Wolff.
the director of sound, and Michael Wolff, and our director. They're all trying to laugh, but they're laughing with their eyes because they can't laugh with their mouths because the director of sound would yell at them. So I get it. But it's trying, and I appreciate that pause we just took right there because I really needed that.
You need it because you're sad.
I have to say, Michael Wolff said he didn't like that joke.
Are you serious? So this is a fun little thing we're doing right here. This next scene is one of Daniel's favorite stories.
Yeah, it's how the Grinch attempted to murder Santa.
It is, and more importantly, it is authored by one Dr. Manchego.
Dr. Manchego!
And we actually got Dr. Manchego in the studio with us today to talk about... Hello, let's say hello to Dr. Manchego.
Hi, everybody. It's Dr. Manchego. Thank you for having me, Ian and Daniel and Mark.
Thank you so much for coming, Dr. Manchego.
Dr. Manchego, we tried to faithfully adapt your story, but we wanted to get your thoughts on it. So, and we're in. Let's go.
You know, I think Ian put it well. We decided to do this because Daniel loves this story.
Oh my gosh, this is my favorite story of all time for sure.
Daniel reads this every night. It's not just a holiday thing for
Wow,
him.
that's really flattering here.
So,
Wow.
so yeah, now we're in your story world, Dr. Manchego.
Well, I have to say, when I was writing this story, when the Grinch attempted to murder Santa, I really wanted to bring something out of Christmas that you don't usually see. So I was writing, and when I was looking around my apartment, I noticed a block of cheese. I love cheese. It was cheddar cheese, if I recall. It was cabbage, cheddar cheese, and aged cheese. It just very smooth, very delicious.
Excellent. So, Dr. Manchego, does that cheese influence the I mean, for example, we in this story say Grinch instead of Grinch. Is that
that's a wonderful question. I appreciate the idea. I was looking around my house. Obviously, I live in Maine, as you guys are aware.
Yes, of course.
And I was thinking, what could be a good name? Obviously, there's the famous story, the Lorax, and I didn't want to steal that name.
Of course.
And so I said, what's a name for a good antagonist? And I was looking through my fridge, and I noticed a big ball of mozzarella.
Sounds like we're going back into cheese world
I
now.
had a slice, and they just brought me into this smooth
Dr.
world.
Manchego?
Those Italianos
Dr.
know
Manchego?
what
Dr.
they're
Manchego?
doing.
Dr.
And
Manchego?
Dr. Manchego?
Dr. Manchego?
I'm sorry.
Is there any cheese that goes well with Maine lobster?
Okay, well, before you get into that, before you get in, Dr.
It goes well with
Manchego.
blueberries. It goes well with.
Hey, Dr. Manchego?
The pecorino.
Dr.
cheese.
Manchego?
What?
So I had a quick
Sorry.
question for you. Yeah, that's
Were
great.
you snapping?
I was trying to get your attention.
Very talented.
Thank you. So, Dr. Manchego, we made a big choice with the end here.
Oh.
We differed from your original ending,
that's
and I wanted to
right.
get your thoughts on the difference, the adaptation there.
Yes. Well, in the original, of course, as you remember, the Grinch is actually successful. And,
Yes.
And so, when I watched this, I was thinking, wow, what a bold choice. I have to say something about this.
Please, this is what we want.
Manchego.
You cannot have a big opinion on an empty stomach. And thank the good cheese, I had a Kraft single in my pocket. I have an
You carry that in
emergency
your
Kraft
pocket?
single
You carry
in
that in
my
your
pocket
pocket?
at all times. That's correct. I pulled the plastic off of it, and I just took the smallest nibble. A Kraft single will melt in your mouth.
Dr. Manchego,
Oh my
I gotta ask
good
you,
cheese.
how-
I'm like a little mouse with this stuff.
Hey, Dr.
You know
Manchego-
how rabbits love celery?
Dr. Manchego?
I love cheese.
Excuse me, Dr. Manchego?
I could
Is your monitor
swim
not
in
working?
some cheese. What? Oh, is this? Wow, is this a nice piece of cheese? I
No,
have?
Dr. Manchego!
Oh, look, that's a microphone.
I think you knew that, and that's about all the time we had, Dr. Manchego.
Well,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much for having me. I appreciate everything you've done for me and my estate.
The state of Maine?
Yes.
And we're in.
You know, I wanted to talk about this one. We spent a lot of time writing this guy, and
Forever.
And when you make a digital versatile disc, we only had one, and we put it into the internet, and it scratched, and this is what we're stuck with forever.
Yeah. Moving on. Basically, if you hire a firm in South Korea, and they're only going to give you one disc, and sometimes you scratch the disc, and that's the moral of the story, and that's the way it is on the internet. And we're in.
You know, I wanted to talk about this one. This one is actually docu-style.
It's another docu-style.
I was
Mark-
not ready for this.
Mark, you were very sad.
You know, we wrote this whole thing. I didn't realize how emotional I was going to get that I couldn't play a song with my father.
And just to point out, I do know what Christmas is now.
Oh yeah.
Really? All right, let's hear it
Yeah.
finally.
It's a celebration of lights. It's 8 nights of presents, guys.
Are you
We're getting to the ballpark, and I'm proud of you, Daniel, and I think you're doing a great job, and let's
Yeah.
keep moving.
Let's keep moving.
Okay.
You
Good
know,
job, buddy.
I appreciate your effort here, Daniel. I think you're describing Hanukkah.
Okay.
Irregardlessly, this is a genuine
wow.
surprise
I
right here.
can't believe
it
you
took 3 planes, 2 boats, and a train to get him here.
I could not believe. First of all, what does that look like to you? What does that look like to you?
It looks like a bucket mute.
Yeah, it
That
looks like a bucket mute.
like a bucket mute. I've wanted a bucket mute for nigh on 3 years. It's $50, and what? Am I getting paid by Pistonia on the regular?
No.
No, I'm not. And I just was elated that I was getting a present here.
To be fair, it's hard to look past any trumpet and know what it is.
Yeah, that trumpet wrapping paper may as well just be camouflage.
That's my real father. That is him. And we actually cut this sequence down.
Yeah.
This interaction happened for about 2 hours.
It really did. This is abridged. Mark was that surprised, and we were that excited, and his dad was that
Game.
Just game. He was game and ready to go. Okay, Daniel, that's just some fancy editing. Nothing to... All right, so, stop drinking water, Daniel.
You know, Ian, this is actually a good learning opportunity. My dad is playing jazz here. That's what a jazzy solo sounds like. He's
Are
playing a New
you
Orleans-
serious?
I know.
That is jazz.
That's what jazz is.
I
yeah.
would have called that country.
Wow. Well, you learn it. You learn something every day.
Daniel, stop drink. I'm gonna take the water away, Daniel.
You're
All
really
right.
making.
Either
a mess
way,
of
this
the
was a
sound
lot
of
of filming. This took a lot of work.
And
Well, we all know what this is.
yeah, there's no explanation needed.
No
for this.
questions here. This all makes sense. Moving on.
And he actually just left. I still haven't heard from him.
Mark's still waiting to hear. He downloaded WhatsApp to see if his dad was there, and he's not, so he's moving on to iMessage.
You'd think that WhatsApp would help you find your dad. And I've written a letter to those guys at WhatsApp. They don't know where my dad is.
Where's my iPhone?
What was that?
Well, maybe Dan, don't rule him out. Maybe that could help.
Oh, he was
He's
suggesting.
he's suggesting
I see
the
what you're
application in the service called Find My iPhone. He called it Where's My iPhone? He got close, and I think that's a victory.
Ian, I have to say, once again, your pristine knowledge of technology is what's grounding this group. You are the one who's pushing us to these new technological barriers.
You know.
I heard. Go for it, Daniel.
Rubber grounds on when you get hit by lightning.
Great. So when I heard about digital versatile discs and I realized zeros and ones could become video, I mean, I come from the tape days. Back when the news used to do pieces on us, I'd pull the cameraman over, I'd pull him aside, and I'd make him tell me what was up. And they had these big backpacks that involved the camera and all the film and the reels, and they'd have to go back to the station and physically splice and cut them up. And that's just not what we had to do. And the whole time, I kept asking our director of camera, "Where's your backpack, dude?" And he's like...
And there was that one cameraman in Cheshire. Remember what he said?
Do I remember what he said? He said, "I don't understand what you mean." Jesus.
Do you guys remember? Do you remember when the computers took up a whole room?
No, actually.
They're very strong.
Thank you, Daniel. I think it's time to move on.
And we're in. So Mark usually writes all the
right.
the sketches. He comes up with the premises, but I decided to take the old quill to the papyrus and try my hand at my own sketch, and I think it came out great.
You were very sad when we made this.
I think I was having a great... I know I had a great time, and you're going to see it. It's on the screen.
Oh.
Because, basically, what happens is, we had this big casting session. I found this wonderful actor.
600 women. There was a lot of
We
women.
had 600... I had to kiss 600 women in this audition process. A few of them a lot more than that because of callbacks. We eventually settled on Becky Chacoin. And look at her. She's wonderful. She's beautiful. And she's very talented and
What
very...
a doll.
She's very good at just being flexible on set. And you know, taking curveballs as they're thrown at her. Basically, this was so much fun, but this took a lot. I gotta say, this took probably 30 takes. There's a lot of work in here.
It seemed much too much.
It felt to me, honestly, like you were intentionally messing up your line so you could do the kiss again.
That's what I think.
That's an insane thought. I only wish I had that intelligence, but I don't. No, I just kept saying things like humna zing zong, or I think
It's actually a really easy
she
line to
/
remember.
he's gonna like it here because I was trying to be equal
So
opportunity
if I
at
can
times.
take a moment and talk about the decorations.
Shh. Isn't that nice? That's nice. I like that.
It's an
There it
interesting
is.
scene.
Man, look at that technique. That's really nice.
I have to say
I can watch this all day.
a quick little shout out to Raphael, my partner. I wanted to say sorry for not warning you ahead of time. I love you, and you are my star, and all the Earth's the stage, and all the people on it, its players.
Oh man, that one gets you going. You guys want to watch it again?
No, Ian,
no.
I think we should move on.
All right, let's just hit replay.
Nope.
And we're in.
You know, this scene is just a quick little guy. We wanted to kind of wrap up the whole Daniel not understanding Christmas.
Yeah,
sense.
which is ridiculous. Because now I obviously know what Christmas is.
Daniel, why don't you tell me
I'd love to hear it.
anything about Christmas?
Love to hear it.
Yes.
What was that?
Yes.
Yes,
What's the color scheme?
It's the
associated-
color. Well, it is the color scheme.
Okay, what is the color
Give me
scheme?
one symbol of Christmas.
It's the symbol.
Okay.
You know, Daniel, you're never gonna get it, and we still love you.
Okay.
And we're outro. Get it? Because that's the name of the sketch.
I appreciate the joke, Ian. You know, I had the idea for this scene.
Thank you.
When I thought we need a way to end the digital versatile disc. We were
They're
playing.
not going to end on their
skee-ball.
own, that's for sure.
Linda, thank you so much.
Thank you, Linda.
The scones,
I
Linda.
think we must have gotten at least 25 tickets that day.
At least,
A
if not more.
lot of.
Tickets for scones.
One more shout out to Billy Crystal at Pistonia.
Not
Thanks.
the one you're thinking of. This
Certainly
one.
a different one.
Not Saturday Night Lives.
And I also want to point out that "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" was the first song that actually spread the Catholic religion.
All right, Daniel, just relax, Daniel. That's just some fun graphics that we made.
Oh.
Um,
What?
yeah,
What does
That's
that mean?
from when Daniel actually broke his trumpet on set.
physically broke his trumpet for a little
Right.
while, and that's okay.
I
That
tried
happens.
to eat it.
Catherine Hood, wonderful. Our sound director, loved her.
That's, the editors
Looked like nice gentlemen.
nice guys. Assistant editor didn't do as much work as the other two.
Not nearly. Mark, it's your dad.
Mark,
That's
it's your
my
dad.
Yeah, our producer was fantastic.
What a producer.
Definitely
Wouldn't have happened
kept us
without
on
her.
task. Wouldn't-
Daniel again, not a
Michael
real wolf. Good
Normal
God.
guy, good-looking guy.
Doug,
Oh.
big shout out to Doug.
Doug.
This music you're hearing right now, thanks to him.
Who are those
And-
people?
I don't know, but they are miracle workers.
Miracle workers. And I said, let's end the special with the title again, in case you ever go to a movie and you say, what did I just watch?
Oh my god, it's my favorite part.
So this is funny because, we don't like to make mistakes, but we do from time to time.
everybody
If you can
makes
believe it.
mistakes.
And we watched a lot of digital versatile discs in preparation for making our own. And this is something that it's a requisite. You have to put the bloopers anytime a mistake is made. You put it at the end
Oh
so
my God.
people know you're not perfect.
Yeah, it's important to have.
That killed on set.
Oh my God, that
I
killed.
apologize.
People
I wanna
loved my
say
joke.
Sorry for this, Raphael. I don't want to embarrass you, and I don't want to embarrass our love. The world is a stage. Everybody on it is players.
You better believe I dance like everyone's watching because I want the attention.
That's true.
Players Theater in New York.
I want to say that this was a fluke, and that I'm actually really good with cats.
Mark is
No.
known in many circles as a cat whisperer.
No
This was
animals were harmed in the filming of this.
content.
Well, of course not. I don't know why you had to say that.
And you know what? I knew that we needed bloopers, so we didn't have enough, so I decided I was going to make that happen right here.
You know, I have to say that we had at least 30 more takes there.
I was judicious.
And that's it. Thank you so much for watching.
Thanks for watching.
I'm
We'll see
Marco
you-
Stone. We'll see you at our live show at the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater in New York
That's
Wait,
City.
going to be
what
our
do you
first
mean?
ever show in New York City.
That's right.
What do you mean watching? They're listening.
Daniel,
Daniel, do you not know what a digital versatile... You saw cameras.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Daniel, are you serious right now?
Yes.
Do we have to redo it?
Ian, you know, I think at this point I expect this kind of behavior. It's been 7 years.